My name is Sue Tessem. I live in Chestertown, and I'm a painter, retired professor. I had been teaching at the University of Delaware, but at that time they had a rule that you couldn't be married and be in the same department. And my ex was in the art department, so I was looking for another job. We'd just bought a house, so I had to have this job, and I had to keep this job. Well, when I arrived in 1973, the art department was 2 small rooms in the basement of the theater, no windows. I had approximately 25 wooden easels and 10 rows of athletic lockers. My office was a cage with a padlock on it. It was actually the prop room. They used to keep their valuable props locked up in. Anyway, it had my name on the door, so I knew it was mine. We did have an etching press, though, that somebody gave us, so I had to learn how to do etching so I could teach it and use the press. But they did give me a budget of $200 a year to run the program. So with that, off I went. You know, after a while, people began to pay a little more attention. Doug Cater took over the presidency. He and his wife Libby were both much more interested in the arts, and Constance Larrabee became interested in the art department, and therefore the Constance Larrabee Art Center, which was a gift from heaven. I've had so many incredible students, and sure, they are the reason you get up and go in there in the morning. You know, Vico, Mary Lee Schulman, geez, she can outpot me like nobody's business. The thing is, Washington College can compete in the arts with the University of Delaware, whereas it's pretty hard in chemistry to compete with the University of Delaware, with DuPont supporting them the way they do. So the humanities should be really the focus of the liberal arts college. I've never really considered myself an artist, always a teacher. Sometime about 10 years before I retired, I realized I was a better painter than I was a teacher, and it was clearly time to retire. I went from being an abstract expressionist, which everybody in the 60s and art academia was, to a hard-edge design painter, and living here, starting to do landscapes, they began to soften up, and I continued to use some kind of geometric element in the painting, whether it's a fence or a screen or just the containment of the image and then extending beyond the boundaries where you have your peripheral visions. It's so unique around here. The water, the flatness, the calmness of it. I still can get that straight river horizon where the sand and the water meet. In the evening you get that nice glowing orange line. It's pretty spectacular landscape on these rivers. Even I think I've been making the same painting for 20 years, just different versions of it. But no, I don't get tired of it. I could probably take this same image or this same image and paint it over again and still get the same enjoyment out of doing it, because I just love making things. And I don't really care what they are. I have so little knowledge of the computer and graphics that there isn't any room anymore for that stuff. I'm just trying to hold on to what I have. And that's not so easy.